Hem flange and fold line corrosion is one of the most critical durability failures in automotive coatings because it develops invisibly and progresses silently until it becomes structurally and cosmetically unacceptable. From an OEM perspective, these failures are not coating defects in isolation, but system-level breakdowns involving geometry, pretreatment, sealers, coating penetration, and long-term environmental exposure. Hem flanges and folded edges are created when outer panels are folded over inner panels to form doors, hoods, tailgates, and closures. This geometry creates narrow gaps, crevices, and capillary channels that are extremely difficult to coat uniformly. Even with optimized spray patterns, liquid coatings cannot fully penetrate deep into folded regions. As a result, film build inside the hem is significantly lower than on external surfaces, leaving minimal barrier protection. Pretreatment coverage inside hems is equally challenging. Conversion coatings rely on chemical contact with the substrate, but stagnant solutions and trapped air pockets reduce treatment uniformity. Incomplete pretreatment leaves bare or weakly protected metal surfaces that become anodic sites once moisture is introduced. OEM corrosion testing consistently shows that even small pretreatment gaps can become corrosion initiation points years later. Sealers are applied to mitigate these risks, but they introduce their own complexities. Hem sealers must flow into narrow gaps, cure without voids, and maintain adhesion under thermal cycling. If viscosity is too high or application timing is incorrect, voids remain. These voids trap moisture, salts, and contaminants, creating ideal corrosion cells. Over time, even well-applied sealers can shrink or crack due to aging, reopening pathways for water ingress. Once moisture enters a hem flange, capillary action holds it in place. Unlike flat panels where water can evaporate, hems remain wet for extended periods. This prolonged exposure accelerates electrochemical reactions. If zinc-coated steel is used, sacrificial protection delays rust formation. But once zinc is consumed locally, corrosion progresses rapidly into the steel substrate. Aluminum hems face different challenges, including filiform corrosion and oxide breakdown under trapped moisture. Thermal cycling significantly accelerates hem corrosion. Expansion and contraction cause micromovement between folded layers, stressing coatings and sealers. These movements break interfacial bonds, creating microchannels for water and oxygen. Vehicles operating in humid coastal or salt-laden environments experience the most aggressive progression due to continuous electrolyte replenishment. Additives and primers and electrocoats influence hem durability indirectly. Corrosion inhibitors slow anodic and cathodic reactions, buying time but not eliminating ingress pathways. Flexibilizers help coatings tolerate micromovement, reducing crack formation at fold lines. However, no additive can compensate for insufficient film build, poor pretreatment, or sealer voids deep within a hem. Curing also plays a critical role. Undercured electrocoat or primer films remain permeable, allowing faster diffusion of water and ions. Overcured films become brittle and crack under fold stress. OEM bake schedules are tightly controlled to balance permeability, adhesion, and flexibility, especially for closure panels with complex geometries. Detection of hem flange corrosion is difficult because early-stage degradation occurs beneath intact paint. OEM validation relies on accelerated corrosion tests, such as cyclic corrosion exposure, humidity cycling, and salt spray combined with mechanical stress. Field returns often show blistering or paint creep along edges as late-stage symptoms, long after corrosion has been active internally. From a troubleshooting standpoint, hem corrosion is rarely solved by surface repainting. Root cause analysis focuses on pretreatment coverage, electrocoat throw power, sealer application consistency, and fold geometry. Improvements often involve design changes, such as increasing hem gap size, optimizing drain paths, or modifying fold profiles to reduce capillary retention. Hem flange corrosion highlights a fundamental truth of automotive coatings. Durability is dictated not by what is visible, but by what is hidden. The most critical failures originate in areas where coatings struggle to reach, where moisture cannot escape, and where mechanical and chemical stresses are continuously present. OEM coating systems are engineered to delay these failures beyond the vehicle's design life. But success depends on precise control of every upstream and downstream process. If you've observed rust creep, bubbling, or paint lift along door edges, hood hems, or tailgate folds, leave your questions in the comments. In the next episode, we'll continue with mechanical and corrosion synergy failures that originate at the vehicle's most vulnerable geometries.